the goal of this session is to talk about not only QA, BA, IT QA, BA opportunities, and also provide career guidance to anyone who wants to get into IT in any part of the world. So it doesn't matter. So here in US, there is a huge set of people trying to come into IT because of this new H4-EAD rules, which allows spouses to work. Okay. So recently I did a lot of free sessions for hundreds of H4-EAD folks, and I've always done QA, BA demo. So sort of combined the two into a single session. So that is what you see on this PowerPoint. So what is going to be agenda for tonight's class? So first you are going to introduce yourself, which you already did. So I'm going to introduce myself very quickly, and we'll also look at QA, BA syllabus, the technology trends. This is the part I mainly did for H4s. Okay, technology trends, selecting a technology, long-term planning, and selecting a training company. So these are some other things that we'll be quickly going over, and then we'll also look into what is QA and what is BA. Okay, some of you are getting into IT for the first time, so just to give you a 20-minute overview of what is QA and what is BA. Okay, oftentimes I'll unmute you and definitely open up for a lot of questions. So introduce yourself, it's done. So about the presenter, so my name is Nandu Vaid. I went to school here and also went to school in India. So this was in 80s, so late 80s. So you can sort of guess my age, right? Then I came here, worked, and went to University of Alabama for my MBA. So over 25 years in IT, several different companies from startups to large companies have different kind of certifications. I've trained in India from 87 to 89. So 89 I came to this country. And then worked, trained at different times, but since 2006 trained thousands of students. Okay, so that is my quick background. So about the company itself, we started this company in 2005 July. So we'll be completing 10 years very shortly. We have accreditation from A+ Better Business Bureau. So what is a Better Business Bureau? So let me quickly give you an overview. I have to go offline. So you are from California or Pittsburgh or Florida, wherever you are from, so or from Canada, right? So there is a Better Business Bureau there. It's a 100-plus-year-old organization, and you would see that a lot of top companies, to even medium to smaller companies, are associated with Better Business Bureau to show that we do a fair business, and they also review our business practices and give accreditation. So that is what you are seeing at this point of time. Okay, and so we got awards. So received Best of 2012, 13, and 14 awards from Katsu, which you can see on our website. Okay, so on our website, not only website talks about accreditation. Okay, website also talks about the awards that we received. So we truly provide job-oriented training. Okay, so truly provide good, solid job-oriented training. One thing we can truly do it is because we have been doing for 10 years. So we have fine-tuned all our course, syllabus, exercises, and all that to meet the student needs. So we pretty much train in different technologies, 20 to 30 technologies to students from around the world, and also provide career counseling. Whether you take a course from us or not. So you can always call me at any point, and talk to me about, your career. So I just to do that, I like to do it. That's all. So next is we'll go through the syllabus. I'll give you a high-level summary. Also take you to my website and show you the details. So in QA, it's a good comprehensive 100 hours, 8 to 9 weeks. We cover different methodologies, manual testing, automation, including QTP, QC, Selenium, mobile testing, ETL, database web services, agile testing, SOA, and many other concepts. We also truly help students with interview, resume, and marketing. You can repeat courses for free, one-to-one recruiter, mock interview, and job support help. And we have integrated plenty of hands-on session in this course. So it is not a 100-hour theory course, but lots of hands-on. Okay. So what about BA? So BA is a 7 weeks 55-hour course. Teach development methodologies, prototyping and JAD, lots of hands-on. Okay, lots of hands-on we do. And today I posted an ad in one of the local classifieds saying that we provide job support, but you don't need a job support. That much hands-on we do. Truly in the last 9 years, not all my students get a job, but whoever gets a job, they comfortably perform and they don't have to call me for help. Okay, so this is a true story actually. I'm not making it up. Okay, so different types of requirements, BA, when BA process, UML and advanced UML, manual testing, even a BAs do manual testing. Okay, interview on resume preparation. So when an email was sent to you, I'll go offline and come in a second. Please hold on. Today, some of you received this email, some of you didn't. You just came via Facebook. Okay. So in my email, which I can send it to all of you, so there is a syllabus. Course details are there, copied here. So if you click that link, then you come here. Okay. So you can go click QA and go and look at all the topics that we cover. So it's more of 8 to 9 weeks, 100 hours. So all the topics are listed in here in detail. Where all we do hands-on, I've listed here. So this course is designed in such a way that you do QA, you can become a manual tester, right? And become a mobile tester. We are changing the syllabus from May or April batch. So mobile testing is a full course. Manual testing is a full course. ETL testing is a full course. Automation testing is mid to advanced. Database tester is a full course. So you can take this course and become, you have more than one opportunity, one kind of tester. Okay. Upon completion of the course, you will have multiple opportunities. So, not just a manual tester. So you can become a mobile tester. We are upgrading the syllabus. You can become an ETL tester, database tester, mid to advanced QTP. Okay. And then, those are the opportunities that will open up for you if you complete the course, and that is why it is like 100 hours. So if you go down further, you can see all the details. When it is SQL, we have listed all the details, per topic. Okay. ETL testing is full coverage, 20 hours plus 7 hours of SQL. It's a 27 hours course by itself. Similarly, BA. Okay, I teach majority of BA, part of QA. Once again, all the details are here. All the exercises are listed here. UML means what we do in UML. It's all written here. Advanced topics, software testing, quality control tools, SQL. And all the exercises are listed under one heading. Okay? So before I open up for questions, many students ask about resume preparation, mock interview, and placement help. So I will just open up my inbox and email inbox and show it to you. First of all, we have recruiters to help. So full-time staff, they post job openings, right? They post job opening. So resume preparation help. Somebody wants resume preparation help. Goldie wants resume preparation help, right? Require help. So we help. So this guy wanted help immediately. We scheduled it. So a link was set for him. Yesterday 10:30 a.m. this took place, right? So like that we help people. There is also another recruiter by name Naren. So together we help students quite a bit in terms of resume, interview preparation, all that. Okay. So this is one of the announcements that came from Katsu that saying we have won awards. Okay, we also won in 12 and 13. So we provide internship opportunities to students. This is from last year November, and since last July, about 100 people have got benefited from this. Okay. There are plenty of examples here. Mock interview, Muhammad wants mock interview, same guy. Interview help, resume help. So the student was helped. Interview cleared at Wipro, right? So like this, we have a 2012 winner that you can see. So somebody finishing the course and becoming a senior business analyst, right? So there are plenty of testimonials like this. If you go to Katsu, there are about 202 will share that with you. I will shortly open for questions. But before that, let's look at the technology trends in 2015. So when I did this research for H4-EADs, I found a lot of information. So I'm going to just summarize it for you, just to give you an overview of what I learned through this research. One of the important document that talks about the trend is this one. Okay. So if you look at it, the trend, 2015, right? Software engineer number 1, quickly followed by systems analyst, right? Systems business analyst. It's not very far away from business analyst. Some differences, but business analyst, they have good opportunities. Networking, database, web developer, support, graphic designer, healthcare. If you combine healthcare with business systems analysis, your chances are, very, very good. Okay, so these are the technology trends that is happening in 2015. But I also looked into other documents to see where QA is. Okay, so where other technologies are, right? Based on this, I just compiled this next 2 slides, wherein on the higher end, so we have software developers, software engineers, programming, systems analysis, some SAP, right? Big data, middleware, cloud, mobile, networking, all that. So middle of the road is more like web developer, IT support, graphic design, BI tools, QA automation, QA certification, QA ETL testing, like that, specialized topics. So BA is pretty good. The trend for BA seems to be really good. But where is QA? That's what I started looking into. Okay. So I was just talking to one of the hiring managers about an hour ago, hour and a half ago. So manual testing, right, knowledge is good, but getting a job is very tough. So you have to be in the middle to higher end. You have to be here to get a job. Just manual testing, too much competition. Unless your brother, husband, wife is waiting for you with a job, it's tough to get in. So anybody who is good in this have to move here. Okay, you can move in many different ways. You can be good in mobile testing or web services, database testing, or QTP. Automation has got very good demand. But if you still say I am good only with manual testing, have some knowledge of this area and make sure you are certified. Certification helps. It differentiates your resume from other resumes. So if you are a H4-EAD or trying to get into IT, either in QA or BA, you have to be here, either in here or even higher than here. That is very, very important. Okay, QA job is supposed to be one of the happiest jobs. As per Forbes, QA job is one of the happiest jobs. That's what the article says, and I can believe it. Okay, so which is probably true. So what should you do? If you are making a career change, if you are a solid guy like Hitender, you know what you are doing. But if you are new trying to enter IT, what you do? Identify a technology that will fit your background and experience. It's a very highly competitive market. So commitment, studying and practicing are very important. Take steps to continuously improve. That's the only way to survive in the IT market. You have to continuously improve. If you are stagnated, then somebody junior to you will come and overtake you. Interview, resume preparation, mock interviews, those are all very important before you start searching for a job. So having seen literally thousands of students, some succeed, some don't succeed. So what is one of the key factors that differentiates successful students with non-successful students? Continuous education, hard working, persistence. My main message to you, many are very young, so if you want to be successful, be different from the crowd. If you are just one among 1,000, you will be lost. Try to be one among 25. Whatever technology you choose, BA or QA or Java, whatever you choose, be different from the crowd. There are many ways of being different from the crowd. One way of being different from the crowd is continuous education. There are lots of free non-IT courses, value-add courses available these days offered by Berkeley, Harvard, and you get certification from them if you donate $30, $40. So some of my students are taking a course every month, free courses from Harvard, Berkeley, and other places. Right? Every 6 months, take a genuine, good paid course to upgrade yourself. You will get your return on the investment. Don't worry about that. Okay. So these are all some of the key factors that you need to take into consideration. Once again, this was part of H4-EAD presentation. I'm just integrating this. I have integrated this presentation here. So selecting a training company, which one you will select? There are hundreds in the market. So when we started in 2005-06, there were very few. Today, hundreds just operating from Hyderabad, right? And you get a call from some Indian company, right? You don't know whether they're calling from US or they're calling from India because of voice over IP. They also have US number. Check your reputation and references. Don't try to save $50, $70, right? So education is invaluable. So go with someone you like, but also so you get proper education. That is very important. So even if your foundation is not strong, you go into a job. Somebody like Hitendra will figure you out in a day or two, right? You put your job at risk. History, check company's history, attend demo classes like this, check feedbacks, right? See, these are the things now everybody says they can do, but you need people to do it. 7/24, we almost pretty much operate 7/24, right? Now to support students. Okay, now I'm going to open up for questions. Archana, go ahead. You have any questions?
I was just wondering, like when you say you're giving the training, all our questions will be answered through, like all our classes will be through online, right? So if we have any questions or anything concerned about something or the other, how do we get back to you? Through email?
So are you talking about subject level questions? Suppose your class is being taught, let's say business analysis. And today is the class. So if you have questions, what happens? Right? That's what you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is no different from any class. See, online class is no different from any typical classroom. Okay. So in a typical classroom, what happens? The professor, the instructor, the lecturer, will go over a particular slide, right? And then open for questions. Right? We do the same thing. But when the instructor is teaching in the class, you can raise your hand, saying that you have a question. Here, when you have a question, you raise your hand, electronic hand. If you raise your physical hand, we cannot see. But if you look on the top right-hand side of your own screen, there is an electronic hand. So you can raise your electronic hand, and the instructor will know that there is a question. You can also send a message through chat, saying that, okay, can you please explain this again? Right. The third one is interacting like this. Once your hands are raised, so the instructor will know that you have a question and you will interact with you. So there are a variety of ways to do that.
Okay. And the other thing is, like when we are done with the course, like say this is around 8 weeks, right? 8 to 10 weeks, the courses.
Right.
Yeah. Once we are done with the course, you will be helping us with the resume and the mock interviews and everything, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was my question.
These days, we don't even let students call. We are calling students. As soon as the course is over, we are calling students, hey, are you done with the course? Do you need anything? So do you need resume preparation? What time you want to come? So here is the resume preparation. So, but mock interview can be done only when the student is ready. But resume, mostly the students are immediately ready. Interview preparation takes some more time. So like I showed you example, before they have a job or anytime they can come and take mock interviews. Yesterday, Mr. Lawrence had mock interview session. I showed you that in my email. That students, every day or every other day are taking mock interviews.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Hitendra, hi. Go ahead. Do you have any questions?
Not really. So I have one question. What about material? How we get them? Who will provide the material? Like, do we need to buy some books, or you have some material or?
No, I have put together, see, fortunately, God's grace, I've been teaching this for a long time. I have put together excellent material for BA. Okay, there are also publicly available material. Okay, so for example, so here this is a waterfall class notes, and so it is put together a neat PDF. Okay. So almost whatever I'm saying in the class is documented here. It is at that level. See what it is about a 19-page document, right? So I've also nicely listed, all the waterfall, then agile, spiral, RAD, and right BA process notes, RUP notes, UML notes, Scrum, and few other things are also there. But this is the just before the first BA class, this 15 documents will be emailed to students. And we have a few other things also. Okay. Yeah, it's all PDF documents, and you can always print them nicely. Okay. So the next topic, what we will do is we will look into what is QA, and after that we'll look into what is BA. So this will take about 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to excuse Hitendra, exclude with an excuse. I'm going to exclude you, Hitendra, in this discussion because you are already an IT guy. So I will probably pick up someone like Archana who has no IT background and have her talk through this process. And if Divya, you want to participate, you can also participate. Same thing with BA. Siddesh, I will do this exercise with you. Okay, so we'll do this interactively so that it is not, it is a good experience, not a boring one. And if you don't know something, don't worry, I'm here to help you. So just feel free to talk. Okay, all right, Archana, I will start with you. Okay, so you don't have any IT experience, right, Archana?
No, I don't have any IT.
Okay, so we will assume. Okay, imagine a world without IT, software, computers. Okay. So my first question to you is, so we are not talking about IT here.
Okay.
So my first question to you is, do you know what QA stands for?
Quality assurance.
Okay. So what is quality assurance?
Like checking the quality, whether it's up to the level where we want it or not.
Right. When you say check it, if it is, when you say check the quality of what? You said if, what are we talking about here?
Any product, like suppose if you say
Any
you want to buy, any product if you want to check
so
that.
do you think software is a product?
Of course it's a product.
Okay. All right. Then how do you check the quality? You sort of addressed it already, so how you find the quality? Okay. By checking, testing. Who does the checking?
So you want me to answer all of them?
No. The last question, number 6. Who does the checking?
Who does the checking? Like the buyers, like suppose if I want to buy a product, for example, say I want to buy a furniture, I go to the store, so I want to check the quality, I want to make sure, so it's the person who is buying the product.
Person who is buying the product, right? Person who is buying a product. Suppose I have this furniture company. So when I create the furniture, do you think I should test it?
No, you appoint somebody else to check there.
Okay, so I appoint someone else to that. Someone else is an independent person, right?
Yeah.
Independent person should check. Okay. So suppose I am the carpenter, I am installing the door in your place. Okay. Before I call the independent person, do you think I should check, whether the door is installed properly or not?
Yeah. Like you mean to say?
Yeah, the installer, the creator.
Yeah, the creator
also needs to do testing.
Testing.
Okay.
Yes.
So all these concepts are universal concepts. It is not like it is true for IT too. So the creator, that is in IT, they are called developers, programmers. Programmers should check. Right? Independent person is the QA, buyer or a customer, right? In IT they call it as user testing or user acceptance testing or customer testing the product. Right? So these concepts that we just discussed are true for many types of products or lots of products. Creator first does testing, then independent person is called to verify, then the person who is buying the product should also test.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so this is a common sense approach. Okay. So using what we just discussed, so I'm going to give you a common sense definition for QA. Not a book definition that IT guys want to hear. Okay. So the common sense definition is a tester would test a product based on certain predefined standards and requirements. If the testing is good, then assurance is given. Right? Testing is good, then assurance is given. So Divya, I know you may or may not do an IT course, but would you like to participate in the discussion just to discuss the next exercise? And I'm sure you will do well. So would you? But I don't want to force this on you. Would you like to give it a try?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So you are following so far what we said, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I did.
Okay. So now here what I'm saying is your tester would test a product based on certain standards or requirements. Right? If the testing is good, then assurance is given. So here is Divya.
Okay.
Right? Divya is given. So she is handed over a pen to test against certain standards, requirements. Right? So around 10 o'clock you start the testing. 10 o'clock in the morning you start the testing, and the testing goes on for 5 hours.
Okay.
So at the end of the testing, Divya, 2 results are possible. What are the 2 possible results?
2 possible. One is, one is positive and one is negative. Or
in other words, one is working, other one is not working, right?
Yeah.
Not working. So suppose if it is working fine. So here you are, right? And you see your friend the same day evening. So you tested a pen for 5 hours. It's working fantastic. It cost $25. So here is Divya. Here is your friend. Will you recommend this pen to your friend?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yes. Suppose your friend turns around and asks you, right? She's asking Divya, are you sure about the quality of the pen? So what will be your answer?
I would say yes.
Why yes?
Because it was working.
Because it was working because you tested it, right?
Yes.
When she asked you this question, are you sure? You could have also said, yes, I'm very sure. I assure you, right?
Yes.
Right? So where is this assurance coming from? Testing.
The testing, yeah.
Right? So I'm going to mute you now. So quality assurance itself is not testing, right? Quality assurance is generally speaking, quality assurance is a result of testing. Okay? The assurance can be given only after a product is tested. So quality assurance is a result of testing. Okay? So keep that in mind. Okay? I do in fact one more exercise, but I'll just keep it short maybe. Maybe I can do that too. If the Archana, I will do it. It won't take a lot of time. We should be done in about 10 minutes. Okay. So we just looked at what is QA. But another important concept I tell my BA and QA students is, look, software is a product. Just like pen, pencil, car, etc. I mean, you would have never heard about such comparison, right? So why it is an important concept? Because many non-IT testing concepts can be applied in IT, and many non-IT BA concepts can be applied in non-IT BA concepts can be applied in IT BA. What does it mean? That means you can apply common sense. You don't have to be an IT person. The underlying, some of the underlying concepts in QA and BA can be found in the non-IT world. That's what it means. Okay, in the non-IT world. Okay, so when I say many non-IT testing concepts are in IT testing, that means some of the testing concepts you apply to your home can be applied to software. Some of the testing concepts you apply to your car can be applied to software. So let's look at an example. So Archana, I will do this exercise with you, or in front of the computer. Okay.
Hello?
I want to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me explain this, and I will unmute you. Okay. So let's say today is Wednesday here in US, right? So tomorrow, that is on Thursday, you are going to buy a used car, right? When you buy a used car, it is a good idea for you to test first and then take it to a mechanic, right? So while you are testing, you can open the car door with the right key and see if door opens, or use the wrong key, door should not open. You can even test tonight, with your cards. Use the right key, door should open. Wrong key means door should not open. But the question is, how can we apply these concepts in IT? For that, let's see process A and process B. In process A, you enter your user ID and write password, and you log into your inbox. The second scenario, you enter your user ID and you enter your wrong password, and then that will take you to errors. So my question to you, Archana, is if you are a tester, right? If you are a tester and testing the scenarios, right? What will you do to test process A?
I create a email ID first, right? And then I create a password. I save it, and then I try to use it in a different browser. Try it with
No. You are going all over the place. Keep it simple. I just want you to let me know how you will test this process.
Okay, take the whatever the email ID and password. Try to enter it and see whether it's working or not.
When you say working or not, what do you mean by working or not? What are you
like
exactly
for example, if I have an email ID and a password, I enter it in particular account, the inbox should be open, right?
Right. That is the answer. So this is one of the secrets to going for attending an interview. You need to precisely answer. If you just go all over the place, then you are opening yourself for more questions. So always in an interview, you should answer to the point and ask the interviewer, okay, do you need more details? So then you can give, okay, first I will try with, later on I will try with different browsers, and all that good answers you can give. It's not that you are wrong. I am just looking for a short and precise answer here. Okay. So you'll enter the right user ID, right password, and check if the, if the control goes to inbox. What about process B?
You take correct username and enter a wrong password, and it should show off the password is not correct or some error box.
You have to check and see if it shows the error message. Now you cannot assume it will show, because the developer could have partied all night and return a wrong code. So that is what you are checking. Okay. So now number one here on the top, is it related to A or is it related to B?
B. Okay.
One, is it related to A or is it related to B?
That is A.
Why A?
Because it's the right email ID and password opens the inbox. It's the same way as opening the door.
Right. So that means the right key that you are seeing here is same as?
The password.
Right user ID and password, combination lock.
Okay.
And the door is same as?
Inbox.
Inbox. Door is same. So have you done a basic manual testing class before?
No. This is the first time.
You've never done any IT level courses?
No, I never did.
Okay. Okay. That's a good set of answers. So that's what happened. Okay, thank you. I'm going to mute you now. That's what happened. 90% of the people with little or no IT background able to answer this question. So Divya, you have no IT background. Were you able to guess all the answers?
Yes, I was, and no, I don't have any IT background. Yes.
Yeah. So how is that possible? You just, in Archana's case, she just did her first manual testing, and Divya, without participation, you know the answers. How is that possible? That is because these concepts are driven by common sense. I'm not saying that the entire QA testing, you can get away with it, but the initial concepts and foundation, all that, you very easily can get through. Okay, so common sense. can be applied in many areas of QA testing as well as BA. So that is another important takeaway for you. It's all real life simple simple concepts are there. Okay, so now another 7-8 minutes we'll wrap up BA. So this is a universal concept. Testing a product is based on requirements and standards, right? So that is a very simple concept. Okay, so Siddesh, all the way from Mumbai. So we will I will do this couple of small exercises with you. Okay, so testing a product, right? Any product based on standards and requirements. My question to you is: do you know who writes the requirements in IT?
Business analyst.
Business requirements. And who else? So let's look at that concept. Okay, so who will be involved besides business analyst? So let's say you want to build a home, right? You want to build a home. In fact, I used to live in Mumbai long time back. So before coming to US, I was there, 88, 89. I think you were not born that time. So you let's say in Mumbai, so let's say Andheri, you want to build a home with a 2,500 square feet, 4-bedroom. Wow, this is too big. Only Amitabh Bachchan can afford to have this home in Mumbai, right?
Yes.
2,500 square feet in Mumbai is too big. Okay, so just for example. So then you approach an architect. In this case, when I say you, we are talking about Sid. When you say architect, we are talking about Nandu. My question to you is, do you think the architect here has enough information to design and build a kitchen?
No.
Why no?
We should have complete information about background details and all.
Right. The size of the kitchen, the style, flooring, cabinets, etc. are missing. So who is going to define the details for the kitchen?
The developer.
The developer in this case is developer represented by architect, right?
Architect, yeah.
Architect and who else?
Architect and.
So if you say, let me bring the answer out of you. If you say only architect, Nandu, so let's say I will design a kitchen that I like. I don't like things. I don't like stove. I don't like so many things in the kitchen. So should I build a kitchen of my liking or your liking?
My liking. So user also.
Yeah,
me.
Right. You got the answer, right?
Yeah.
So who is going to define the details for the kitchen? Right?
User.
So,
yeah.
But Sid, the owner, the person who is going to pay the money or one who wants the product,
yes.
and architect, right, or builder who will work with the customer, he can suggest some ideas and then we'll put together details for the product, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now my next question is, do you agree with me that kitchen is a product?
Yes.
Software is a product, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the underlying concepts around building a product should be the same.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So here who is going to build the details for the kitchen? So, right, one, right, so instead I just replace it with the software. So suppose let's say you are in Mumbai selling electronic items and you want a website. Just like Amazon, you are going to create an Amazon electronic website, right? So the owner who wants the website, and instead of an architect is replaced by a BA, as you said earlier. Okay, architect is a very technical person here in IT. Right now, majority of the companies, business analysts are involved. 25 years ago, I think more of technical guys were involved in working with the client to gather requirements. Now it is done by business analysts. So you understand the relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. So the conclusion part is, if you guys closely look at it, on the left hand side, there is a customer, right? So there is a customer. So customer wants a home or a kitchen and wants a website. So customer wants a home to be built. So then also wants a website for his or her business. On the right hand side, we have a creation team. so what I call a creation team. So whenever you want a product, it needs to be created, right? Home needs to be built. So who is going to build it? So there is a design team to build. There is a development team or construction team, and there is a test team that is going to test the home. So between the two, we need, right, between the two, we need an orange man or a facilitator. Right? Facilitator. So what is the facilitator going to do in the, who is the facilitator? In the case of a home, it is an architect or a builder. Right? In the case of a software, it is going to be a BA in majority of the cases. So how the process is going to work? So when you want to build a home, let's say you have a family, you are married, or you have family living with you. Right, you get together in your dinner table and put together some brief, brief requirements. Right, you will say, okay, let's go with a home, 4-bedroom, 5-bath, kitchen, dining room, and so on. So you give it to the architect. Architect will review your requirements, give you a cup of tea, talk to you, and then put together detailed requirements. D for detailed. So this will be given to the design and development team. So these two guys will build the home. The job of a QA is to test it and make sure that it is working. Okay, as per client specifications, as per client requirements. IT, the process is same. Right? IT is no different. When you want a software, right? So you for your website selling electronic items, so you put together brief problem statement, brief, requirement. Right? You want a home page, contact page, payment page, shipping page, and so on. So you give it to the BA. BA will review it, give you a cup of coffee through multiple meetings. It doesn't happen through one meeting. There are many meeting sessions. Right? BA will be able to collect more information from the customer and put together detailed version of the document. Given to the design and development team who will build the software, a website. Job of a QA is to test this. So the job of a BA is that of a facilitator or a middleman between the technology team and IT. So this kind of role has, it has been done or played, for hundreds and thousands of years. Customer wants a product on one side, there is a building team, and in between there is a middleman coordinating the entire effort. So one of the major skill sets of a BA is the ability to write detailed documentation, ability to interact with the customer, ability to gather requirements using multiple techniques. So those are all some of the techniques that that are very important. Ability to draw diagrams, using Visio, flowcharts, UML diagrams, right? So those are the kind of things that you will be learning in this class. So in fact, in today's one of the classified ads, I said, do this course and you don't need job support. Right? How can I say so confidently? Because I have a history, and truly, honestly, none of my students call back and say, oh, I don't know how to write requirements. Please, help me. They don't call me from job, because if you look at it, in this yesterday's class we reviewed it. I made students write functional requirements. Okay, made them gather requirements and then write this, and then I review it and show them what they did right, what they did not do right. So we go through this entire thing. Yesterday I went through. So these are all very high quality requirements written by my students. So we do class work. I teach them literally how to write requirements in class, and then based on that, this is done as a homework. Okay, 16, about 13 page document, and then plus some data information. So this is not something that I am doing yesterday or today. So I have something called Wall of Fame, where if you look at it, even from documents from 2008 are stored here. Okay, so I teach students how to write prototypes, developing prototypes like this. So it is not like they are writing one or two documents. If you look in March, they wrote up to 6 documents, use cases. These are all, the people don't have IT experience, right? They are all freshers. It is just their level of motivation that they are doing this. So when these people find a job, they are in a lot better position to handle any type of hands-on work given to them. They do diagrams. They create screens like this once again. Okay, so that brings an end to the demo class, and I'm still going to take questions. Customer, and here is the creation team. Okay. This is the creation team where they can design, develop, and test.
Test. Okay.
And in between, so we have the facilitator, right? The BA. Right?
BA.
So
okay.
one of the responsibility of a BA is to talk to the customer.
Yeah.
So suppose, so that's where your healthcare background comes into play. You know what is patient records or claims processing or HIPAA,
right.
ICD codes, all those things. So if you have to talk to customers and gather some requirements, so you will be in an advantage position to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So that is part of a BA's job, talking to customer and gathering information, and then a BA will create a detailed information, right? So the business side of it, the business side of it. Okay. So if you go to a BA course, what it will do is it will help you, interact with the customer. What are the techniques you can use to gather information from the customer, and when you should gather, how to communicate, all those BA techniques it will teach on the customer side as well as on the IT side. Okay. Okay. So even if you go as a QA, what is after all QA is testing the business application. Okay. So what business application they test? For example, healthcare. Healthcare, right? So if you know the healthcare business side well, you can be a better tester than another person who is coming in. Let's say you know testing well, the other person also knows testing well, but if you have the business knowledge, you will be a better tester because you know the business well.
Yeah.
Okay. So the business side of the puzzle knowing is a huge advantage in the case of a BA, and it's also a good advantage in the case of a QA.
Okay.